Hello and welcome to the next episode of my channel where I'll be taking up the lesson The Tiger King. Now, the way the writer has introduced this chapter is very interesting. He takes the various names with which the Highness could be addressed: Jamidar, General, Kiledar, Major, Satyavyagra Samhari, and many more. But his real name was Sir Jilani Jung Bahadur, and in short, he was known as the Tiger King. So the writer has come forward to tell us why he came to be known as the Tiger King. He tells us that he has no intention of pretending to, directly jump to the end. Okay, even if he's under the threat of a Stuka bomber, even if he's under the threat of a bomb blast or something, he would not deviate from his story, and he will tell us, gradually, eventually, why this person came to be known as the Tiger King. Okay, and he wants to disclose some very important aspects about the Tiger King. Everyone who reads of him will obviously experience a desire to meet this person, to meet this king. But unfortunately, there is no chance of this fulfillment as the Tiger King has died. He has reached the final abode of all living creatures, that is the heaven. He is dead. Now, the manner of his death is a matter of extraordinary interest, and it can be revealed only at the end of the tale. So we need to read the entire story to know how did the Tiger King died. The most important or the most fantastic aspect of his death was that the moment he was born, the astrologer had foretold that one day the Tiger King would actually have to die. Now, how very interesting, as if we didn't know that a person who takes birth has to die. But this is what the astrologer had predicted. The child will grow up to become the warrior of warriors, hero of heroes, champion of champions. And that's when the villagers, they had, felt really disappointed, really dejected, really sad to know what the astrologer further said. Okay, and what did he say? That the child born under this star will one day have to meet his death. Now, that was not at all, you know, out of the box. That was not something great what the astrologer had predicted, because everybody has to die one day or the other. But then this is a story. And here all the villagers were very upset, and they were also very curious to know the reason of the Tiger King's death. Okay, so what the astrologer predicted was not very unique. The astrologers just predicted that the Tiger King would die one day. But what happened after that was very unique. At that very moment, a great miracle took place, and the 10-day-old baby, Jilani Jung Bahadur, opened his mouth, and that is when everybody stood there in stupefaction. They were amazed, they were petrified to hear this baby talk. And what did the baby say? "Oh, wise prophets, it was I who spoke. It is me, the baby, who spoke." This time there was no chance of doubt. It was the baby speaking. Just 10-day-old baby was speaking. And the chief astrologer was also very surprised. All those who are born will one day have to die. We don't need your predictions to know that. So just like the readers, the Tiger King also said the same. We all know that everybody who takes birth will die. You have not made any unique prediction whatsoever. There would be some sense in it if you could tell us the manner of that death. So the baby was smarter than the astrologer. He said, "You have not made any unique prediction as such. You just tell me, how am I going to die? Then I would consider you as a good astrologer, or your prediction to be unique." The chief astrologer placed his finger on his nose in wonder. He had never seen a 10-day-old baby speak. Okay, it also and that too raising intelligent questions. Incredible. So the chief astrologer now had to make a proper prophecy regarding the baby. The prince was born in the hour of the bull. The bull and the tiger are enemies, and the death comes from the tiger. You may think that Crown Prince Jungjung Bahadur was thrown into a quake. You may think, the readers might think that listening to this, the baby would have got really scared. Because just now the astrologer predicted the cause of his death, which would be a tiger. But, on the contrary, what did the baby say? Let tigers beware. It was an open challenge to tigers. The baby was not scared of the tigers. This account is only a rumor, in the village of Pratibandhapuram. But what follows next is of great importance. So we will continue this chapter in the next part. Thank you.